Hello, my name is Craig Clayton D'Souza, and I voluntarily consent to the taping and distribution of this session.
And I am Herb D'Souza, Arabal D'Souza Neto, and I am a nursing student, and I voluntarily consent of the taping and distribution of this session. So, Mr. Craig, nice meeting you. What brings you here today?
So I came because I find myself getting incredibly anxious when I have to go into staff meetings, and to the point that I don't even think I can go in. I'm going to get sick to my stomach, I start sweating, and I can't think straight.
Okay, thanks. When did it start?
I've always had a hard time speaking in front of people. And with this new job, I now have to present once a week. And it just creates a lot of anxiety because I do not like speaking in front of other people.
No, I can understand that. And have you been, you're new to the company?
Yes.
Okay, it imposes even a little bit more because you have to show that you are up to par to work with them, right?
Yes,
I understand that. Well, first of all, I congratulate you to being here because you are acknowledging that you do have some issues, and we will try to help you. The therapy that I usually use is CBT, which stands for Cognitive Behavior Therapy, and you're going to see that it's something that you and I are going to make a go together. It is going to be something that is short-lived. You're going to see, and we're going to observe progress, and we're going to participate together. And this type of therapy is evidence-based, so it really works, and works for anxiety, it works for sadness, or when you have depression as well. So, well, thanks again for disclosing that to me. So let's go. Did you have a meeting last week?
We did.
We did. Okay.
Yes.
So that's probably what caused you to take action.
Yeah.
So I would ask you now, when you were about to get to that meeting, how did you feel? What thoughts did you have?
Just extremely nervous, almost feeling shortness of breath. My stomach was in a knot.
What were your thoughts?
Well, I always feel like I'm going to get wrapped up in what I have to say and maybe stumble over my words, and then I'm just going to lose control from there, and people are going to think I'm an incompetent idiot.
Oh, I do understand if you would stumble, that the nervousness is causing you your anxiety. I do understand that. And one step more is, so you already addressed two areas. Let's refocus a little bit on your thoughts. Let's start there.
Okay.
So is it okay? So
Sure.
should we start with your thoughts?
Yes.
So I would ask you a question. What validation do you have that people will feel that you're incompetent?
When I look out and see that people are not paying attention, they're texting on their phones, or they just have a blank stare in their face, I feel like I've lost control of the meeting.
Yeah, it really and truly, that would be anxiety producing. I can see that. But at the same token, is there anybody or any other possibility from the audience that you have observed?
Well, I have received a couple of comments that I was clear and everybody understood the project, so that was reassuring.
Let's see. So, can you see that there are actually, in reality, two sides? So your thoughts you were concentrating on because of fear, because of the anxiety. You're concentrating more on the, so to speak, the negative side.
Yeah.
But what you're saying to me is that you do have actually a good positive side. People are coming back to you. And there is other possibilities. I mean, sometimes people are taxed by home and so on and so forth. Not necessarily disinterest is just what's going on. There might be other things. They are preoccupied with other things. Have you thought about that?
True.
Okay. So let's also address something that you mentioned to me, that about your symptoms. You said that you're sweating, that you're nervous. Tell me a little bit more. How does it really, when you were there, what happens again?
I just start to get nervous, and I feel like the words are not going to come out of my mouth right.
Okay. Yeah. When you are like that, so I would like you to start thinking, and let's work also not only on your thoughts, because uh, what thoughts would you try to make that would, so rethinking, so you know that there is a positive
Mhm.
and there is a negative side to the question. So you can have a little bit of both. If you would kind of rephrase and put it on a more positive, I would say, tone or thought, what would that be?
Well, what I have to say is important to the group and to the project we're working on, and so I am contributing to the betterment for everybody.
Very good. So what I would say, would it be accurate to say that you're competent, you have something important to say, but you're also nervous, and that's what bothers you is the perception of your nervousness,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So one other step, like we were thinking about your symptoms, let's work on that as well. Would you like to work on that as well?
Okay.
Okay, so one thing that I would say that you can try to do, which works for many people, is to actually bring yourself to grounding. So, what is grounding? I would ask you to, as you are preparing to go to your meeting, try as best as you can to take about a minute or so and take slow deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to do that for a whole full minute.
Mhm.
And while you are doing that as well, put your feet on the floor, on the ground, which probably you are if you're seated or not, and press it a little bit. So that kind of tries to calm you down. Would you like to try that? Let's
Okay.
try a little bit.
Okay.
Please, a deep breath. Let's do it together.
Okay.
Hold it a little bit. Do it again. And out. Do it one more time. Now pressing your feet on the ground and actually feel the the feeling that you're having. Does this tend to calm you down a little bit? Okay,
It
that is,
does. Yeah,
it
it
does.
does. Yeah.
That's actually a good. So it's something that you can use. And your next meeting, do you have one coming up?
Yes.
You do. So I do have a little other, would say, suggestion to do. Actually, it's a homework, if you will.
Okay.
So you didn't know that you're in school, right? So let's do that. I would like you to, prior to doing the meeting, because we are trying here to give you some suggestions, but when you're there, it may be a little, it's too a little intense,
Mhm.
and this is going to be something that we're going to progress. So what I would like you to do is a couple of things for me. I would like you to write down your thoughts and really and truly what's coming out of your mind. And then a little bit after that, I want you to reorganize your thoughts. I want you to really consciously try to put your thoughts more on a positive end.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Once that is done, I also want you to implement what the physically what you are going to be feeling. Sweat, heart rate, everything else. Try to do the grounding exercise that we just did here today.
Okay.
Okay? Once you do that, you're going to go to your meeting. You're going to really be observing of everything. And a final thing that I would like you to do is to actually write a little synopsis of what happened in the meeting and how you were feeling. How did you observe the audience? And then when next time we see each other, we are going to work on that. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
After all this conversation that we have, or this session, how do you feel about the plan that I gave to you? Do you think it's a doable thing, or
It
how do you
is.
feel about it?
It is doable, and I will try it next week and see how it goes.
So it was wonderful meeting you, and I will look forward to your feedback.
All right.
Okay, thank
Thank you,
you.
Doctor.